Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this edition of the 700 Club. Do you believe that God has a sense of humor? I just asked you that. Well, I think he does.
Okay, Pat, you think that God has a sense of humor. Well, that's great. You can assign whatever attributes to a fictional character you'd like.
Let me tell you what happened. In the United States Capitol, Harry Reid, Barbara Boxer, and the Democrats had an all-night marathon advancing global warming.
When you say advancing global warming, do you mean the science? Do you mean the social perception of global warming? Or do you mean they're actually advancing global warming, aka making it worse? I know that's not what you meant, but...
And they said we had to be in fear of global warming. So God says, Harry and Barbara, you've got it all wrong. And he dropped the temperature 40 degrees, sent so much wind that it knocked out the lights in the Capitol Dome, first time in years.
Weather happens. I mean, in Colorado, probably about 6 months ago, we got a massive flood, washed out all the roads. I couldn't go to work. It was crazy, but, you know, weather happens.
And it's still cold, and now Chicago, we're hearing it's the coldest maybe on record, and once again they're in the deep freeze, and the Lord is saying, Democrats, it isn't going to happen that way.
I'm not really sure where this Democrats fitting into this even comes from. Sure, it was a Democratic conference, but that's about it. That's about as far as the involvement of the Democrats goes. I don't even need to make this video. I mean, what you said is just so stupid outright. I bet the majority of the right wing wouldn't agree with you anyway. Pat Robertson is what I like to call a wasted life. And the reason I say something so mean is because you have this person who's lived a very long life, as you can tell, and instead of learning, instead of using that life to learn and to improve people's lives, instead he runs around making assumptions and saying nasty things. That's where the waste is, and that's why it's so shameful.